In the heart of Lake Onrich's still water lies a mansion that glitters like gold beneath the Skyrim sun. From a distance, it looks idyllic, a peaceful island surrounded by reeds and honeybee hives, its docked boats swaying in quiet rhythm. Yet this illusion of serenity hides one of the most dangerous places in all of Skyrim. This is Golden Glow Estate, a property whose wealth is steeped in corruption, guarded by blades and fire, and bound by invisible chains of power that stretch deep into Riften's criminal underworld. For adventurers, it may appear to be just another heist target, a thieves' guild assignment, or a simple burglary. But Golden Glow is far more than that. It is a symbol of control, a fortress of greed built not just with stone and timber, but with betrayal. To approach Golden Glow is to step into a trap, one gilded with honey and sealed with blood. At first glance, Golden Glow Estate feels strangely tranquil. Located on a small island west of Riften, its golden apiaries glimmer in the sunlight, surrounded by wooden walkways and buzzing hives. The estate's owner, Arangoth, runs the property as a lucrative honey farm, exporting its sweet produce to merchants across the rift. The estate's name, Golden Glow, evokes wealth and warmth. Yet anyone familiar with Skyrim's darker currents knows that in Riften, golden things rarely shine without reason. Golden Glow's importance is not agricultural, it is financial, a node in a sprawling web of corruption controlled by the Thieves' Guild. For years, the guild profited quietly from Arangoth's success, skimming profit and influence from the estate's trade routes. But when greed outweighs loyalty, even honey turns sour. Arangoth, a Bosma businessman, was never content to be a mere pawn. His estate was profitable, his workers loyal, and his reputation clean, at least on the surface. But within Riften, everyone's success comes with a price. As the Thieves' Guild began to decline, Arangoth decided to cut ties. He refused to pay his share, barred guild associates from the property, and sought protection elsewhere. His elsewhere, however, turned out to be far worse. Behind the estate's locked gates, Arangoth struck a deal with Maven Blackbriar, Riften's most powerful and ruthless figure. To the guild, this was treachery. To Maven, it was opportunity. When the Dragonborn eventually arrives on the Thieves' Guild's behalf, Arangoth is already a man trapped by his own ambition. His guards patrol nervously, his workers whisper, his mansion is filled with fear. Golden Glow is no longer a business, it's a fortress preparing for a siege. What makes Golden Glow so dangerous is its design. Unlike most Skyrim estates, it sits entirely on an island, connected to the mainland by only a single narrow bridge. Around it, the waters of Lake Onrich act as a natural moat. The island's wooden walkways are patrolled by heavily armed mercenaries, not guards, but hired soldiers under Arangoth's private contract. These men have orders to kill on sight, not to arrest. The apiaries once filled with docile bees have become death traps. The Thieves' Guild orders you to burn 3 hives as a warning, but not all of them. Too much destruction risks drawing in Maven Blackbriar. Too little and the message goes unheard. This balance between fear and restraint defines Golden Glow. Every step across its creaking docks feel uncertain. Every shadow hides danger, even the lake itself seems complicit, reflecting a false calm while concealing the estate's darkness beneath. For many adventurers, it's the first time the game forces them to see crime not as glamour, but as peril. Golden Glow is more than a mission. It's a rite of passage. When the Dragonborn joins the Thieves' Guild, they are sent here as their first real assignment. But this is not a simple burglary. It is a test of precision, cunning, and restraint. The guild doesn't want you to slaughter everyone. They don't want chaos, they want control. You must infiltrate a private island, set controlled fires, access a locked safe, and escape alive, all while keeping the estate's operation intact. This duality, destruction without ruin, defines the mission's tone. It forces the player to think like a thief and not a hero. It shows the delicate balance of power in Riften's criminal ecosystem, where one wrong move could unravel everything. And in doing so, it turns Golden Glow into a living lesson about what it truly means to survive in Skyrim's criminal underworld. The obvious danger of Golden Glow lies in its guards, traps, and locked doors. But the deeper danger, the one that truly makes it the most perilous estate in Skyrim, lies in its politics. Arangoth's betrayal exposes how fragile loyalty really is in Riften. By turning against the guild, he brings the wrath of both thieves and nobles upon himself. When the Dragonborn finally confronts him, Arangoth is trembling, surrounded by wealth he can no longer protect. His dialogue reveals paranoia, the sound of a man who knows he's doomed, but doesn't know from which direction the blade will come. If you spare him, he lives in constant fear. If you kill him, his death means nothing at all. Maven will replace him with another pawn. Golden Glow's danger then is existential. It represents what happens when greed collides with power, when even success becomes a death sentence. There is something almost poetic about the fact that Golden Glow produces honey, one of nature's sweetest substances. The estate's wealth flows from bees, creatures known for community and cooperation. Yet here, that sweetness marks bitterness. The bees of Golden Glow serve as a reflection of the people who inhabit it. They work tirelessly for someone else's profit, their hives burned or raided when power shifts. Arangoth is their queen, protected, isolated, yet ultimately disposable. Even the golden colour of the estate's name feels tainted. Gold in Skyrim never represents purity, it represents temptation. And Golden Glow is drenched in it. When the Dragonborn burns the hives, the honey melts into ash, and the estate's shimmering illusion burns away with it. What remains is truth. Golden Glow was never a paradise, it was always a gilded prison. No discussion of Golden Glow can exist without Maven Blackbriar, the true spider at the centre of this web. Though she doesn't own the estate outright, Maven controls its fate entirely. Arangoth's betrayal may have started the conflict, but Maven finishes it. Through her influence, she ensures the Thieves' Guild reclaims its power, punishing the Bosma for her insolence. Maven's involvement makes Golden Glow more than a local affair. It ties the estate to Skyrim's entire network of crime, commerce, and control. In many ways, Golden Glow is not dangerous because of its guards or layout. It is dangerous because it's visible, a stage where Maven and the Guild play out their invisible war for dominance. You are merely a piece in that game, and once you have served your purpose, you're reminded who truly owns Riften's gold. Golden Glow Estate endures as one of the most memorable locations in Skyrim, not because of what it contains, but because of what it represents. It is a study in moral corruption, a warning about what happens when wealth outpaces humanity. It's a reminder that danger doesn't always come from monsters or magic, but from ambition and pride. For the Dragonborn, it marks a turning point. It's the first glimpse into Riften's true heart, a city ruled not by steel, but by silver tongues and golden lies. And for the Thieves' Guild, it is the spark that reignites their legacy. Golden Glow proves that power in Skyrim is not taken by force, but by precision. The estate's name lives on, whispered by merchants and thieves alike, a symbol of what happens when you build a fortune too far from the mainland and too close to the fire. Golden Glow Estate is not the largest, nor the bloodiest, nor even the most cursed place in Skyrim, but it is one of the most dangerous, because it hides the danger of prosperity. It teaches that wealth and safety are illusions, and that the most golden places often have the darkest shadows. In a land of dragons and Daedra, it is not the monsters that haunt the lakeside estate. It is the people, their greed, their fear, their desperate need for power. And so the estate endures, gleaming under the sun like a coin that was freshly minted, a trap waiting for the next soul to believe in its shine. Because in Skyrim, even honey tastes like blood.